In this video, I'm going to talk about data validation in express.js on the backend. So here you install a package called joy, npm install joy, lowercase, and then you require joy to something like uppercase joy. And you can create a schema here. Schema equals joy.object, and you can have any fields. Username has to be a string, has to be alphabet or number, minimum maximum length, and it's required. Email has to be a string and it has to match a pattern ending with hawaii.com, and it's required. A password has to be a string and it's required. And this .unknown says that any other fields, self-introduction, all the other fields, doesn't matter. You can have extra fields, I don't care. So these three fields are required and they have to match certain patterns. Otherwise you get error message. So here we have a function called register validation. You pass it some data, it returns the schema.validate, this function. And then this function is exported, register validation exported. So how to consume this function? On the server here we have a simple post request. It's async request response because we will likely talk to a database, so it's async. Now the register validation will take the request body as argument and see if it's valid. If it's not valid, the error object is not empty. So if the error is not empty, you will print out the error message. So status 400, which is the invalid request. Send error.details, the first error detail, and a message. Otherwise, you send the data to database. So that's how you consume it. Import the require the function, and then pass your request body to the function. Grab the error message and respond to the error message, error detail. Okay, let's serve this little app, node, server running on port 3000. Let's test with Postman. Here's the Postman. See this register, body is send request. Username must only contain alphanumeric characters. Let's delete the question marks. Data saved, so you're done. Now let's change from hawaii.com to hawaii.net. Send request. Email with value clear at hawaii.net fails to match the required pattern hawaii.com. So it has to end with hawaii.com. Now it's fine. The password has to be a string, yeah. And if you change something else, it will always give you the corresponding error message or the data being saved. And if you add another field, as I said, because we have unknown arguments, any other fields doesn't care. Description. Let's say, good girl. Now send this request. Data saved because it doesn't care about other fields. So it only validates 3 required fields. So that's the joy package in npm. This little guy. Joy. So when you build a web application, the front end is the first line of defense, this back end is second line of defense, and your database schema with validation is your third line of defense. Okay, that's more on my talk about this Joy library. Thank you.